Hello, Namaste. I am Shobha Balasubramaniam here. Welcome back to my channel Spices and Flavors by Shobha. Today's recipe is a very traditional recipe of Tamil Nadu, the cluster beans Parup Usli or the Kothavarangai Parup Usli. This Parup Usli can be prepared from many vegetables. I should tell you while preparing. So let's look into the recipe now. I am taking half a cup tur dal. Some people take both tur dal and chana dal. I normally prepare only in tur dal. Today I am going to add 2 tablespoons of chana dal also along with tur dal. If you prepare the purposely only in tur dal, the purposely will remain very soft for a long time. Now I am going to wash this for about 3-4 times in water. Here I have added fresh water after washing. I am going to add 5 red chilies. You can add according to your spice level and soak this for about 2 hours in water. It's been soaking for 2 hours now. See, we'll just check it. It is easily breaking. So now we will add this to a mixie jar. We'll drain the water and add to the mixie jar. To this add quarter teaspoon turmeric powder, half teaspoon asafoetida and salt required only for this dal, and then grind this to a coarse paste without adding water. This is the ground mixture. Now you take a vessel, add little oil and grease it completely on all the sides like this. Now spread this mixture in this vessel neatly, pat it and make 3-4 holes so that it gets cooked very well. Pat like this, and you will have to keep this in the cooker for 10 to 12 minutes and steam it just the way we do for idlis. You can pat these on idli plates also. When the dal is getting steamed, I shall show you how to cut the vegetables. These are the cluster beans or the Kothavarangai as we call it in Tamil. I have taken about half kg. See, you will have to discard both the ends and cut them into small pieces. I will show you that. I have already washed it twice or thrice in water. For making the Parup Usli, today I am using cluster beans. Discard both the ends. See, you can also prepare Parup Usli either with French beans or cabbage or capsicum or the banana flour, entirely using a single vegetable or a mix of few vegetables. Now I will tell you how to cut these. Discard these and then take about 5 to 6 cluster beans and cut them into small pieces like these. So cut the entire cluster beans like these into very small pieces. Now cut them like these and wash it again. I have kept a 2-liter cooker on the induction stove. I am adding just about 2 tablespoons of water for this quantity of cluster beans that I have taken. Spread the cut cluster beans in the cooker evenly like this. So to this I am adding about quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder and salt that is required for this quantity of the cluster beans. We have already added salt while steaming the dal. I'll close the cooker. I am going to keep this for 2 whistles and then switch off the stove. That's the second whistle. I am switching off the stove. We can immediately release the pressure like this with the help of a ladle or a knife. There is no harm releasing the pressure like this slowly. Don't release the whistle at one go. Release it slowly like this. Release it like this, the way I am doing it in the video. There is absolutely no harm. You can do it without any fear. So now you take off the whistle once the pressure is completely out. The reason for releasing the pressure immediately after 2 whistles is that the vegetable will be perfectly cooked and not overcooked. So now this is cooked well. I'll keep this aside. So now this is steam cooked. You can just check with a fork. It comes out clean, which means it is cooked. Now either you crumble this with your fingers or you can just pulse it in mixie jar. I'll just show you. So we will add this in the mixie jar when this is cool. Then we can just pulse it for just 3-4 seconds, that's all. Not more than that. See, I have pulsed it in mixie. It's crumbled so well. This is how it will be, like a powder. Now we will keep this aside and then we'll see what to do next. Switched on the gas, kept a kadai, adding in 2 to 3 tablespoons of cooking oil. When the oil is hot, add a teaspoon of mustard, let it splutter, add in little urad dal and curry leaves. Now we'll pour in the crumbled dal into this. Some people put the cooked vegetables into the tadka first, but I prefer to put the crumbled dal first and then saute it for some time, roast it for some time in fact. So if you were to follow this procedure, that is adding in the crumbled dal first into the tadka, you may have to add a little more oil so that it is roasted nicely. It will taste very good if you do it this way. We'll roast this in oil for about 3 to 4 minutes like this. So once this is roasted, you can keep a part of this as it is aside. Children would love to eat this as it is. It will taste very good. This is just the parup usli, the usli part of the parup usli without the vegetable. It will taste very good. I had already added salt while cooking this dal. So check for salt now. We have already added salt to the vegetable also while cooking. So add carefully. Now this is roasted well. I have roasted this for about 4 minutes. Now add the cooked vegetables into the fried dal without water. Added about 2 tablespoons of water for cooking this vegetable, which was absolutely perfect. Check for salt now, as you have added the salt for both separately. If required, you add. After adding the vegetable, I am going to stir fry this for just 2 to 3 minutes and then switch off the stove. Give it a good mix and you can switch off the stove. Our cluster beans parup usli is ready to be served. The cluster beans parup usli is ready to be served. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please like the video, share the video with your friends and relatives, and also subscribe to my channel Spices and Flavors by Shobha. And also click the bell icon and click all, as you will be notified as and when I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu.